Hi, good morning everyone. Today we will start our new topic, inverse trigonometric functions. An introduction. First we will go with an introduction. What is inverse trigonometric function? Look at this in the figure. In class 11 you already study about domain and range. What is domain and range? Here when you see here like sine function, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant and cotangent. So there are 6 trigonometric terms are there. And domain means where angles lies. Minus pi by 2 means 270 degree and pi by 2 is 90 degree. That means when sine angle is 270 degree, its value is minus 1 and at 90 degree value is 1. So that means when you apply the angle in sine function, so whatever answer you will get, that is the range of the sine function. Similarly cosine is 0 and pi, cos 0 value is 1 and cos pi value is minus 1. Similarly tangent minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So whatever sine domain is there, same domain is for tangent and cosecant also, that connected with the sine. But in cosecant 0 is not applied. Reason is that if because sine 0 is 0 and reciprocal of 0 is infinite, not defined. So that's why in cosecant except 0, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, that is the domain, and range value does not lies between minus 1 and 1, that goes beyond. That we will saw in the diagram also. So similarly in the secant, except pi by 2, 0 to pi all values, and cotangent 0 to pi is domain, and range is when you apply this angle. So in tangent and cotangent you will get the range as means answer as any real values, but in cosecant and secant except 1 and minus 1 all real values. But in sine and cosine both ranges lies between 1 and minus 1, those values not go beyond 1 and minus 1. Next I look at this in the like cosine. If you look at this cos function like 0 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree and 180 degree. Here if you check for the values, this is the angles, like cos 0 is 1, cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2, 60 degree is 1 by 2 and pi by 4 45 degrees 1 by root 2 and pi value is minus 1. Similarly here if you look at this cos inverse, so cos inverse 1, that is reciprocal of this. If these two terms interchange, so this in the mapping, this we call it domain and this is we call it range after applying the values. But if we reverse this one, this range become the domain and this domain become the range. If reverse of this one, so that become cos inverse. That means cos inverse 1 value is 0, that is exactly reciprocal to each other. Similarly root 3 by 2, pi by 6 will be interchanged in cos inverse, and 1 by 2 with pi by 3, 1 by root 2 with pi by 4 and minus 1 with pi. Similarly in the sine function here when you look at this, sine minus pi by 2, that means 270 degree value is minus 1, minus pi by 6 is minus 1 by 2, pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, pi by 3 is root 3 by 2, pi by 2 is 1. And if you reverse this value like sine inverse minus 1 value minus pi by 2 and sine inverse minus 1 by 2 minus pi by 6. Why it is minus 1 by 2 and minus pi by 6 means minus 1 by 2 value means if you check the base angle here, so 1 by 2 is sine 30 degree. Okay, so first you have to think about which quadrant it will be 30 degree, negative of the 30 degree value. So that is in sine is negative in third and fourth quadrant. So that's why when you go base angle pi by 6 move to either third quadrant and fourth quadrant, then sine 30 degree value will be minus 1 by 2 and sine inverse all terms will be reciprocal to each other, that will be reverse. So you already know some standard angles like theta, like if angle is 0, so sine theta is 0, pi 30 degree, pi by 6, pi by 4, 45 degree, 60 degree, pi by 3 and here 90 degree is equal to pi by 2. That means sine 0 degree is 0, cos 0 degree is 1 and tan 0 is sin theta upon cos theta is 0. Similarly, sin 30 degree value 1 by 2, 45 degree 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and then 90 degree 1. Similarly, cos theta and tan theta is the sin theta upon cos theta. That is the ratio of sin theta upon cos theta. So that's why if 1 upon 0 will commit here, that changes to infinity. So other ratios are also like that. If we have 6 trigonometric ratio like sin x, cos x, tan x, cosecant x, secant x and cot x. So we start from here like sin x value. Cos x is the reverse of this first row. Then tan x is sin x divided by cos x. Cosecant x is reciprocal of sin x. Secant x is reciprocal of cos x. And cot x is the reciprocal of tan x. So from these three basic angles, other three values will be defined. And according to the quadrant, like in first quadrant, pi by 2 minus theta, all trigonometric terms are positive. Pi by 2 plus theta, except sin theta and cosecant theta value, all term will be negative in second quadrant. And pi minus theta is again in the second quadrant, but trigonometric term will not be changed at 180 degree, because when angle is in the horizontal axis, trigonometric term will be not changed on 180 degree and 360 degree. Only 90 degree and 270 degree, 3 pi by 2 trigonometric term will be changed. So these two both angles like pi by 2 plus theta and pi minus theta lies in second quadrant. Then sin theta and cosecant theta value will be positive, other will be negative. And pi plus theta, 3 pi by 2 minus theta lies in third quadrant, in which except tan theta, cot theta, other value will be negative. And this fourth quadrant, 3 pi by 2 plus theta and 2 pi minus theta. So except cos theta and secant theta, all trigonometric value will be negative. So and last 2 pi plus theta again shifted to your first quadrant. But something you have to remember like that, if it is written sin inverse x, it doesn't mean that you have to go with the raised to power minus 1 or go with the reciprocal of x, or you can write sin in x in the reciprocal. No. So that is connected with the angle. That we call it an inverse trigonometric function, because only angle and value will be interchanged. Angle and value will be placed at the same position, only trigonometric term will be shifted on the another side. So if like it is sin inverse x, so if we go with the previous like sin x, domain was minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but that time range was minus 1 to 1. Okay, so now if sin inverse x is there, domain and range interchange with each other. So that is range, we call it a principal value. What does it principal value means? Principal value means it here, it lies in one round circle like 0 to 360 degree. Suppose when you are going to solve this type of question, sin inverse x, so you have to check this x value. So in that case, whatever x value is there, you check for the domain. Okay, so if this x value lies between minus 1 and 1, then you further find the value of sin inverse x. Otherwise, that is not defined. But when it will not be sin inverse x, so it will be normal sin x. In that case, this minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 become the domain. So in that case, you will check the domain in that case in sin x, and for inverse domain you have to check with minus 1 to 1 before solving the question. Similarly, cos inverse x, domain range interchange. Cos x domain was 0 to pi and range was minus 1 to 1, but cos inverse x is reverse. Now range become domain and domain become range. Similarly, in tan inverse x, domain become real number and range become minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cosecant x domain was minus pi by 2 except 0, and range was beyond minus 1 and 1. But in cosecant inverse x, domain become beyond minus 1 to 1 and range become minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except 0. Similarly, in secant inverse x, domain range is same as cosecant domain is same in case of secant inverse x, but range except pi by 2, 0 to pi, all values, and cot inverse x domain become all real numbers and range is 0 to pi. If you saw the table here, sin inverse cos inverse x domain is same, tan inverse x and cot inverse domain is same, and cosecant inverse x and secant inverse x domain is same. But if you look at this in the range section, only sin inverse x and tan inverse x range is same, and cosecant inverse x and cot inverse x range is same, but cosecant inverse and secant inverse x range is different depending upon the conditions. Next is, if you look at that graph, now question is that how we can identify the principal value and our the range value and domain value according to the graph. It will clearly shown through the graph here. It is a function with domain minus 1 1, because if we look at the sine inverse graph, so it is a function with domain minus 1 and 1, and range is basically it will count as minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but other value also counted, because minus pi by 2 we also say that minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, and pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and so on corresponding to each interval. The branch with range minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is called the principal value branch. That means complete one cycle, like minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. If you look at this sin x graph here, so if you look at this number line, this x-axis is your angle and y-axis is your after applying the angle value, like here sin pi by 2 value is 1, so it will connected with 1, because on y-axis it will be 1, that is your range that time in sin x, and sin 3 pi by 2, so if it is like minus pi by 2, so minus pi by 2 is go here, that is the negative side of x-axis, so here it will be touches the minus 1 and it will be touches the 1. So if you look at this graph, it will not crosses, that curve not crosses to 1 and minus 1, like here minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2 to minus 2 pi, minus 5 by 2, and so on. And these are the angles which lies on the x-axis, and whatever value after applying the angles that lies on the y-axis. So if you look at the graph, it when it reaches to 1, it moves downward. Again when it reaches to minus 1, it moves upward. So that means that value not goes beyond 1 and minus 1. And sine inverse is exactly reciprocal to this, because here now your x value will be the output and y value becomes the angle, because here like sine inverse x. Okay, so though it is written as x, so that means whatever value you get by applying the x value here. Okay, so x value means 1 and minus 1. 1 and minus 1. Your values lies between 1 and minus 1. It should not go beyond like that. And whatever value you apply between 1 and minus 1, all lies within the angle which lies on the y-axis. That means your y answer will be in the form of angles. Similarly, if you look at the cos inverse graph here, if you look at this cos inverse graph here, the graph of the function cos inverse x, so again its domain is minus 1 to 1, because if you look at this cos x graph, cos 0 value is 1. When it reaches to pi by 2, it becomes 0, but when it reaches to pi again, it becomes minus 1. Similarly, on the other side of the x-axis for the negative values. And what happened with the cos inverse x? This whole graph will be changes to they changes the axis, like whatever value you get before as the range 1 minus 1, now it becomes your x value that lies between 1 and minus 1, and angle will be lies between that lies on the y-axis. Before it was lies on the horizontal axis. Now horizontal axis changes to vertical axis and vertical axis changes to horizontal axis. That's why cos inverse range will be domain will be -1 and 1 and range is 0 to pi, because angle does not go beyond 0 to pi value here. Okay, so this domain means when you are going to find the value of cos inverse, so your angle should not cross 0 to pi. It will be lies in 0 to pi if you want to find the principal value branch. So principal value branch means when you get the answer, it will be lies between 0 to pi. Next is your tan inverse. Tan inverse basically moves 0 to infinite. Okay, but here when you go with this principal value branch, the function tan inverse cosecant x में भी cosecant x में that is exactly something is जो वैल्यू sin x में आती थी उसके ऑपोजिट वैल्यू cosecant में आएंगी, क्योंकि cosecant उसका रेसिप्रोकल है. sin x में क्या होता था, 1 और -1 को वैल्यू क्रॉस नहीं करती थी, बट cosecant x के ग्राफ में क्या है कि 1 -1 के बीच में नहीं आती वैल्यू. जैसे ही वो 1 तक पहुंचती है वो इन्फिनिटी तक मूव कर जाती है, और जैसे वो -1 तक पहुंचती है वैल्यू वो डाउनवर्ड मूव कर जाती है. तो इसका ग्राफ एक्स एक्सेस और वाई एक्सेस में इस तरह से मूव करता है. इसी तरह से अगर हम इन्वर्स लेंगे तो हॉरिजॉन्टल और वर्टिकल एक्सेस इंटरचेंज हो जाते हैं. तो दैट मीन्स इसकी जो डोमेन है कोसेकेंट इन्वर्स एक्स की -1 और 1 के बीच में तो नहीं रहेगी, उसके बियॉन्ड जाएगी. ओके, बट इसकी जो रेंज है, जो एंगल्स होंगे एक्सेप्ट 0 को छोड़ के वो सारे काउंट होंगे. तो यहाँ पे हम कह सकते हैं कि इसकी जो डोमेन है ऑल रियल नंबर्स एक्सेप्ट -1 एंड 1, कोसेकेंट इनवर्स एक्स की डोमेन. नेक्स्ट कॉट इनवर्स एक्स, इसके लिटिल बिट इसका जो कर्व है जो टैन इनवर्स का था उसके ऑपोजिट जाता है. द ग्राफ ऑफ फंक्शन कॉट इनवर्स एक्स इज शोन बिलो. अब यहाँ पे क्या है कि फंक्शन हुज डोमेन इज रियल एंड रेंज इज एनी ऑफ द इंटरवल -π/2 0 and 0 to pi. Then the function corresponding to 0 to pi is called the principal value branch of the function cot inverse. That means इसकी जो रेंज है प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू, जो एंगल है 0 to pi के बीच में ही रहेगा, बट इसकी जो डोमेन आएगी वो रियल नंबर्स. मीन्स जो कॉट इनवर्स एक्स में जो एक्स एक्सिस पे आप कोई भी नंबर ले सकते हो, बट इसका जो एंगल आएगा वो 0 to पाई के बीच में ही रहेगा. देन आपका नेक्स्ट आ गया साइन इनवर्स एक्स. तो यहाँ पे कुछ एंगल्स हैं आपके, साइन इनवर्स एक्स, कोसेकेंट इनवर्स 1/x. देन ये तभी आएगा जब यहाँ पे जो x की वैल्यू है वो -1 और 1 के बीच में रेंज में रहेगी. देन यू कैन चेंज कोसेकेंट इनवर्स 1/x. सिमिलरली कॉस इनवर्स एक्स, सेकेंड इनवर्स 1/x में तभी चेंज होगा जब x बिलोंग्स टू -1 1, x की वैल्यू -1 और 1 के बीच में रहेगी. तो अल्टीमेटली क्वेश्चन ये है कि जब भी मुझे यहाँ पे साइन इनवर्स एक्स या ये ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक टर्म्स की वैल्यू निकालनी है, तो इनकी जो यहाँ पे डोमेन मुझे गिवन है, जैसे यहाँ पे सेकेंड इनवर्स एक्स में x की डोमेन है बियॉन्ड -1 1. तो जब तक x की वैल्यू बियॉन्ड -1 1 के नहीं होती, आप इसको कॉस इनवर्स x में चेंज नहीं कर सकते. सिमिलरली अगर आपको किसी एंगल की वैल्यू, मतलब साइन इनवर्स -x की वैल्यू चेक करने से पहले इस x की वैल्यू -1 और 1 के बीच में होनी चाहिए. अगर वो -1 1 के बीच में नहीं है, देन वैल्यू इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. तभी जब x की वैल्यू -1 और 1 के बीच में होगी, तभी आप साइन इनवर्स x की वैल्यू निकाल के नेगेटिव साइन विल बी कीप इट आउटसाइड. सिमिलरली सेम कंडीशन फॉर द tan इनवर्स -x and cosecant inverse -x. You check for the domain for tan x